All right, now we're going to start with global navigation. Global navigation is always on the left-hand side, all right, and it starts with your account and it ends with help. They provide updates on your courses and all the activity that might be going on. For example, dashboard is where your courses will live, all right? Calendar is where you connect events for all of your courses. Inbox is where you can communicate. And then, of course, you can get help here on the bottom as well. So I'm going to come on in and back into your course, all right? And what I want you to focus on, don't worry about anything you're seeing over here to the right now. I want us to focus over here on the left, all right? So we're going to start up here in our account, all right? Now, when we come to account, what our account is, let me move this window out of the way. This is where we can set up our notifications that hit our email box, all right? We can also set up our profile, set our picture, some information about ourselves, and we can set some other settings for accessibility features, announcements, and underlining links. All right, so without further ado, we're going to start with notifications right here under account. All right, that's our head and shoulders. We're going to come to notifications. Oh, your sign on has blocked me. That's okay. No worries. So when your sign-on blocks, then you have to go in as an admin. So this is going to take just a second. Or maybe I'll talk about it in theory. There we go. All right. So here are our notifications that we're going to go into right here at the top. And what notifications basically are, you have account notifications and you also have course notifications. So clicking on up here, and this is probably going to go slower for me than it is for you because I'm having to get around your sign on. There we go. All right, so we have course activities right here. Now, course activities, you don't need a lot of notifications, to be honest, because you're the one creating the course, all right? So you can see I've got due date. You're the one that sets the due date, right? Do you need a notification about it? Probably not, all right? So you can see I've got my little icons over here. Now this is connected or should be connected to your institutional email, all right? So I can click this icon and choose what kind of notifications I want for each activity. So I can see I've got notify immediately, daily summary, weekly summary, or no notification at all. If I choose notification, notify immediately, that means that I get an email about everything, all right, every time it changes. Daily summary, I get one email summarizing the changes in Canvas that day. Weekly summary, I will get it on a Friday afternoon, the changes in Canvas, and then no notification at all right? So those are the differences there. And again, course level activities, you're the one setting them up. So you would know about them. You probably wouldn't need a notification. So I honestly, and I'm going to spend a whole lot of time in this area. I'm just going to suggest the ones that you might want to turn on, okay? The one that you really may want to turn on in notifications is submission comments. All right. Now, if you want to know more about any of these, you just hover over them and it tells you what it is. All right. For example, all submissions, that would send you an email every time a student submitted an assignment, each individual student. Okay. and you've got your grade book. So probably you don't want an email about that. But what you do want an email about is if a student were to make a submission comment. So that means if a student were to have a comment about an assignment, a question about an assignment, there is a little box on the assignment submission form when they send it in, and it's easy to miss. I'm gonna be honest with you. So this way you will be able to see that question or comment from the student in your email. I would either turn this on daily summary or notify immediately. Either one of those, I honestly would. Discussions you make yourself, all right, unless you're allowing students to make discussions. Now, if you have it where students can make their own discussions, I would turn this on, okay? If you're allowing them to create their own discussions. And that's a great project-based learning tactic inside of Canvas. But otherwise, you're automatically going to be subscribed to the discussions, all right? So that's about discussions. Conversations, a couple of important ones here. If you're added to a email conversation in like a thread, a group conversation, you probably want to turn this on. So the next one down is called profile. And this is where you can set up your profile picture. You can have your biography. If you or a student has a vision disability, you can set your colors, all right, for colors that you can see, and it will override any branding your institution has. And I'm sure your institution does not care if you do that. Now, so you will see your picture. And to set your profile picture, you will just hover over it, and there's a little pencil right here. And you can click on that pencil and you can upload a picture off your computer, all right, if you have a picture saved on your device. You cannot upload from Google or Office. It has to be on your device. You can take a picture with your webcam, all right, you just have to allow it. Or you can come over, let me go ahead and say allow. Or you can choose Gravatar. Now, Gravatar is just an image that you would upload. You can see my Gamecock right there. So it can be a little image for your profile as well. All right. So that's how you would, 3 ways to get your image in there, however you want to do that. So again, you just hover over and there's that pencil. Coming over, there is a gray square with 3 dots, all right? If you click on that gray square with 3 dots, you can come over and edit profile, and you may or may not be able to edit your name or your title. That's up to your Canvas admin if they have allowed that permission for you. And then you can also add a little biography here as well, something about yourself. And if you have, some links that you wanted to share about yourself, you could do that here under profile as well. So the picture at least is something that you would want to do under profile. Last one we're going to talk about. Let me just hit save. I'm going to come on down to settings. All right, so I'm not going to waste your time with settings. But the settings are down there. All you would do under settings is you can set your time zone and your language and those sorts of things in there if you want to explore settings on your own. All right.